Ray, please tell me what do you think about the new Wicked movie. Ray, please, no.
It's time.
Has this been the most insane billion-dollar marketing technique we have seen thus far? 100% yes. Is it also Yuri-coded, catered towards women, and politically woke, therefore slightly more excusable? 100% yes. With the second movie adaptation of Wicked out, let's talk about it.
Toss.
Hey, it's Ray, Bunny, and today we'll be talking about Wicked for Good. I have referenced Wicked in almost every single one of my YouTube videos since the first time I saw it last November in theaters. The first movie alone healed some of my very deep-rooted gay trauma, so it's an understatement to say that this musical has changed me for good. With the second movie out now, Wicked has absolutely taken over the world.
That's my life.
Bruh.
Wicked for Good has caused discourse and has absolutely divided the Wicked fandom to being for good lovers, for good haters, and everyone in between. So I'm here to tell y'all my full experience as a Wicked fan. Though a fairly new one since the Wicked book did come out in 1995 and the play debuted in Broadway in 2003, I have been diehard since the first time I saw it. I will be giving a full review of the franchise, so yes, there will be for good spoilers, so if you haven't seen it, then go watch it and come back to here and watch this one. Before we even get into the movies, we have to take in consideration the marketing technique that Universal has done for this movie. It has promoted the shit out of it for both the first movie and for Good. I live in New York, and let me tell y'all, I will see something Wicked every single time I step outside. It's honestly insane, and here's why. The chief marketer of Universal Studios himself stated, and I quote, that the Wicked marketing is short of obnoxious, and man, it sure is. I watched Wicked for Good for the first time on the 19th, earlier than all you bitches. Thank you, YouTube, for inviting me to the Wicked early screening. I saw it a second time the day after, and that day I actually went to Rockefeller to see all of the Wicked stuff that they had. I can't see anything with the glare.
Oh. Wow.
You're so beautiful, Opa. I think you are wonderful. What is this?
It's so much. Look at these flags. What the heck? Ray, we're entering Oz.
I wanna be in this haunted life.
What?
That's crazy.
That's a whole lot of Wicked. Oh my God. Glenda's looking a little buff.
No, I think she's kind of eating.
It's Glenda. Look at the monkey. That's literally what you look like.
That's literally.
Barry reporting here. We're on a mission right now. We're about to go meet Ariana Grande and Cynthia for lunch.
I didn't know that was happening.
Oh my Lord. These marble stairs? We are cosplaying as rich people. Right. Oh yeah, there. See, now this is good.
It's shoes. But look at the price tag.
Do a toss and look. Beautiful! The Wicked for Good marketing team partnered with 400 brands, of which 165 were repeated from the original campaign. As the title of this article states, there is more products and less press for Wicked for Good. Though the little press time that we did have has caused some major memes that will be carried on throughout internet history, but nothing like the first press tour of Wicked. I mean, that absolutely took the internet by storm.
I didn't know that was happening.
And there was something very special about that tour, especially seeing Ari and Cynthia fresh out of filming Wicked and freshly seeing their relationship. It really changed the game, especially for this franchise. It really brought popularity to Wicked, and it was honestly one of the reasons why I also found out about it and also for Ariana Grande. When Wicked first came out, everyone was laughing at them, speculating that they might be fake or this is all for the promotion, it's a marketing technique, but slowly realized why they were acting this way and we were crying along with them. But now that people get it, they don't have to push it in your face anymore, and they're creating more products that you can buy, that you can latch onto. Thus why I think they made part 1 and part 2 of the Wicked movie, just so that they can extend this marketing period and milk it for as much money as they can. And as much as I hate to admit it, this is how I've been going around lately.
Madam Marble, flip it around. Y'all seeing this shit right now? You see this? I knew you. But I'm also a girl and also a K-pop stan, so an influx of products catering to my favorite thing is not very new to me. I'm surprised that they haven't created like Wicked photo cards yet, because wait a clock tick, it's gonna happen. And when I went to see For Good, was I disappointed? Yes. I hate to say it, but I indeed was. It met my expectations, but just barely. It just barely met my expectations. But seeing all of this Wicked stuff at Rockefeller made me feel more endeared to the Wicked musical rather than the movie or the franchise. But I will say, seeing it everywhere has been working in their favor because I want to see it again. It's just everywhere. So in my brain, already being a Wicked fan, I want to like this movie a lot more than I actually do. When I watched the first movie, I had absolutely zero notes. It was almost as if I came out of the movie changed for good. I'm gonna keep making that joke because it's true. And even now, after I've seen the play, I still think this movie is one of my favorite movies ever. Do I think that there are some problems with the movies? Yes, but I also don't really care too much about movies to really care. I really liked that they didn't add too much to the movie compared to the play. Honestly, my overall problem with the first movie was the editing. I am a dancer and I love watching dances and performances, and it was really sad to see a lot of the dancers get cut or to get like face shots in the middle and having it being a really choppy music video style of music sequences. I wish there was more wide shots where you can see all of the characters dancing. You can really see the extent of the sets and you can see the dancers, but it's okay. Like, it's not the worst thing that could happen. It's more understandable for how movies are made today. And I honestly do think that For Good fixed a lot of this, just given the nature of the film itself. In the first movie itself, since they did expand on the universe more than they did in the play, I do think that these deleted scenes were very critical for the character development that we see in part 2 with this expanded universe.
Didn't expect magic to be so hard.
Maybe it's harder for you to make magic because things have been kind of easy for you. So you don't need it.
Elfie, I would have helped you. If you needed someone. Could have picked me.
I'm sorry. I won't leave you behind again.
It would have been impactful to add them in. I'm not really sure why they cut them out in the first place. These were really opinions that I got after seeing it a 4th, 5th time, and also then knowing a lot more about Wicked in general. And let me tell y'all, the Broadway play, watching it at Gershwin Theater, changed my life. I was having like religious psychosis about the play. I mean, there's a lot I can say with comparison of the play and the movies, but I genuinely do think that they are two separate identities. The characters in the play are so alive, and I think Ari and Cynthia really took the characters and changed them and almost looked inside themselves, put them into Glinda and Elfie, which is why I also think the movies are such a powerful adaptation, even though there's a lot of things that are a little questionable when it just comes to the direction that For Good went in, which is why I think For Good was underwhelming, to say the very least. But let's just start with what I did like first. First of all, as I said again, I loved the expansion of the universe. The movie took its opportunity to expand the universe amazingly. I think that this TikTok that I watched by Mary-Kate Morrissey, who played Elfie on Broadway, had a really good thing to say about it, and it's exactly like what I was thinking.
The way that they picked themes to really expand and fill out the whole world, like showing us what Elphaba was doing between Act 1 and Act 2. That was always something that was only in my imagination, and then I was seeing it. All of the stuff with the animals was unbelievable. It was like Wicked but a Marvel movie. I felt like I could relax because I wasn't watching Wicked the musical from Broadway. I was watching this expansion of a story that I know and love so well.
I also just really like the aesthetics of it. I mean, I really liked this scene. It felt apocalyptic. It did exactly what it was supposed to do, and I really liked it, and it was super powerful, especially all of these shots in Emerald City. I loved them. They were all really good and really impactful. And personally, with this expansion of the animal lore and what Elfie is doing in between all of it, I do really like No Place Like Home, but also Cynthia could sing the alphabet and I would like it. The alphabet. Sorry, I'll take that one. But when I watched For Good for the second time, I took all of my friends and afterwards I asked them, each single one, what did you like? What did you not like about it? My boyfriend said that he didn't like that No Place Like Home was a little too politically charged and it was a little too in your face as a metaphor for the state that America is in right now. Though, as I do agree with him to a certain extent, I also do think that it is very Aussian. It also is something that resonates with Elphaba's character really well. And I just liked the pacing. I didn't think it was too long. I liked the song. But when it comes to Girl in a Bubble, on the other hand, I did not like it. And we will get into that a little bit shortly. I think all the scenes with Gelfie, I absolutely loved. I don't think they missed on a Gelfie scene at all. I liked the little bones they threw for the queers. I think it was absolutely 100% necessary because I do need more Gelfie content and I do like Ariana and I do like Cynthia a lot together. So me, obviously unbiased, I do think getting there was a little bit painful because if I am not wrong, the first time we see them together in this movie is the scene where Elfie comes to her penthouse.
Elphaba Throp, I know you're out here. Just come in before the monkeys spot you.
This part took so long to get to because they decided to elongate the stupid Nessa and Bach plot while not even giving Nessa her original motivations. They honestly made her more simple than I think she is in the play, and it's insane to me when they were able to expand a lot of the characters and not Nessa. And already Nessa, in my opinion, is not that important of a character. She is simply the character to drive the plot. She is Elfie's manic pixie dream girl, okay? She is there to drive Elfie, her plot, and her character progression. But there are some parts, especially this scene, inexcusable. This is one thing about Wicked. Wicked is a one-to-one comparison when it comes to dialogue. I knew what they were gonna say a lot of the times, especially this part.
You're the only friend I ever had.
And I've had so many friends.
I was there like, eee! I was like, she said it. But it's very strange to do that when you change the plot of a character. In the play, Nessa wants to walk and she's like, Elfie, give me legs. You can do all these things, but you can't give me legs. Elfie's like, and then she makes her walk. And then Bach comes in and he's like, well, now that you can walk, like, you can let me go. And Nessa's like, no, what's wrong with you? I don't understand, firstly, why she's levitating and then just floats back in her chair. Y'all, this was very confusifying to me. I just did not understand why they couldn't have just kept her original motivations. And I understand that there is politically correctness to movies nowadays,
But I think if it is in the original play, there is a reason, and there's not a reason to change it, especially if you can't explain, other than the political correctness part, why she couldn't just gain legs, because then it just made, first of all, made that scene very weird, very uncomfortable, long, and boring to watch. And second of all, the whole thing where Munchkins weren't allowed to take the train unless approved by Nessa, like, again, added like 15-20 minutes to the movie that did not need to be there, when all of that could have been said in that one scene if they didn't change it. Overall, that's the part of the movie that really did it for me. But having them spread this out more, I feel like ruined the punch that Wicked gives you, especially when we get to the parts like No Good Deed. I just think all of it was a little too in your face when it could have been a little bit more nuanced like it is in the play. But I think what bothers me about this more than anything is that Wicked inherently is already a political story. It is a critique on the messed up patriarchal systems that we have put in place, and also what is really good and what is evil. Everyone is a mix of both, and that's really what it is, what Wicked is about, which is why I think these topics that I think they either politically corrected or they made a little bit too obvious made the story a little less impactful. Now, this is why I think that Girl in the Bubble is one of the biggest mistakes that they could have done for Glinda's character in general. Dare I say, it made Glinda seem like she was victimizing herself in a situation where she was a contributing factor to it. And adding songs is unnecessary, but if you're gonna do it, I think No Place Like Home was a good one. Girl in the Bubble was
my God,
so long. And if they wanted to add a song that is just a Glinda solo to expand her character, they should have added a song where she's more doing a reflection of the actions that she has done. Lyrics about taking the problem with Elphaba too far, not just about herself and her damn bubble. I mean, like, the songwriting really fell flat. I mean, let's look at the lyrics, y'all. And the beautiful lies never stop. For the girl in the bubble, the pink shiny bubble, it's time for her bubble to pop. For the popular girl high in the bubble, isn't it high time for her bubble to pop? How many times are we gonna say the word bubble? And how much of it is gonna be substance? I'm sorry, I do understand what they were going for, and I think they did it really badly. I definitely think they could have dug in a little bit deeper into her and her change of view now that she's seen the chaos that she has contributed to, instead of only making it about herself and her past. My mic died, so I will be speaking like this for the remainder of this section. Sorry about that. So let's talk about Cynthia Erivo and Johnny Bailey. Many For Good viewers are saying that they have no chemistry.
Everyone thinks that you're wicked.
I know, and I'm actually just hungry.
And I 110% disagree. I think these two did a phenomenal job. I was feeling some butterflies. I mean, I'm a Gelfie shipper through and through, and just because you guys already know and have a pre-assumption, I don't know if that's the right word, Cynthia being gay and Johnny being gay and them being a straight couple, I think if y'all didn't know that, you would think that their performance was a lot better than you guys think it was. Though Michelle Yeoh, on the other hand, I can see why people don't like it.
Flip it around,
They took out a whole singing portion. They took out a whole character development scene where Madame Morble is like yelling at Glinda, you know, that scene. Like, it was a lackluster performance for a character that is very essential to Glinda's character progression. Made her a little bit less important, especially since she killed Nessa, which again, I feel like the whole Nessa box scene almost overshadowed Nessa having a house thrown on her. That was pretty much the summary of my opinions about this movie. I probably did miss a couple, but there are a lot of really great things that they did. Fan artists and people who are part of the fandom can really take in and expand on in their own alternative universes, headcanons, and all the stuff like that. I do think they did a lot of good stuff alongside the bad stuff. And now, with all that being said, I will get into the fashion portion of this video where I'll be talking about the costume design, what I loved a lot. Let's just get right into it.
Wicked doesn't just have amazing costume designs, there's also a deeper storytelling aspects to every single part of this wardrobe. The costume designer for Wicked and Wicked for Good was Paul Tazwell. And this man, he cooked. Him and his team, he cooked. And they put so much effort into every single costume on set.
I knew from the very beginning that we were going to need to manufacture everything in this film. The costume department encompassed sometimes 150 people at the same time. Tailors and costume makers, milliners and fabricators of all sorts. It was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to have these amazing craftspeople to make these things come to life.
So I've obsessively watched all of the costume videos that has come out so far. Him having a reason for every single design choice, every single bead, every single color is really amazing. Every costume in this movie was handmade, hand-designed, and very important. Even from the Munchkins to the people of Emerald City and of course the girls, everything was planned out perfectly. Firstly, I think this is pretty overlooked in comparison to Glinda's big, bold, attention-seeking outfits, but Elphaba's designs are honestly so beautiful and amazing. The first time I saw Elphaba's Wizard and Eye outfit, I was gagged, to say the least. The silhouette, the pleating, everything. I have a fascination with this type of sleeve and silhouette, especially after the introduction No One Mourns the Wicked of Glinda's amazingly beautiful pink bubble dress. This contrast was just, I loved it. Every single one of Elphaba's outfits are pleated and designed to have natural textures. Her outfits were textured and inspired by the inside of a mushroom and tree bark. And I'm telling you, the textures on these dresses are absolutely beautiful. All of Elphaba's outfits are very intentional. From the first time we see her to the last time we see her, it's a progression of her character development in a very subtle way. The first outfit we see Elphie in is this long trench coat that goes all the way up to her neck. And in the last scene we see her, she is wearing a thin veil over her head, showing her chest, exposing the fact that she broke out of these Aussian ideals. Elphaba's textures are very naturalistic, and in contrast, Glinda's textures are mainly embroidery and bubbles and spirals. Embroidery, you can always tell that someone else made it, adding to her wealth and her power. I absolutely adore the callbacks and the references throughout the outfit designs, especially with Glinda's, since there are so many different iterations of Glinda and Glinda's outfits, and there's honestly a lot of creative liberties that you can take with Glinda, more so than Elphaba. Her blue dress, and I know Arya said this herself,
I felt the most Glinda in the lavender bubble dress.
but it is one of the most Glinda dresses that they have. It was an accumulation of Wizard of Oz Glinda, her silhouette with the corset, the big poofy poof, and a mixture of the colors that we see in the Broadway Glinda. The sleeves and the silhouette show her power. Everyone knows that big dresses and fashion have connotations. I mean, historically, fashion has been a way to divide wealth.
Also, very important side note, but I'm also really upset that this dress did not make it into the movie. It is so good. The promotional pictures were so good, so at least it had its moments to shine, but it is genuinely so beautiful. As much as I love the blue dress, I definitely do think they could have incorporated this in a scene. The craftsmanship in these outfits that barely even get screen time is crazy to me. But anyways, I just wanted to let y'all know. Back to me.
The storytelling aspect of these outfits doesn't just stop with contrast to differentiate the characters, it goes even further to elaborate how the character is feeling. And especially in Defying Gravity, there's the moment where Glinda wraps the cape around her and tells her it's okay to go, to be free, to defy gravity, chase her dreams. It is her defying gravity moment. I absolutely adored the fact that in For Good, Glinda puts on the cape, puts on her girlfriend's boots, and is like, let's fucking go, let's fix this, I'm over this, I'm done, I need a change, what is good actually? Girl bossing to the absolute max, goes in her dress and the cape on a horse all the way to her girlfriend. I mean, chivalry, and they say chivalry is dead. But I mean, look at this. I mean, but I genuinely do think this is an amazing storytelling aspect, and it's one of the things that they did really well when it comes to show, not tell. That is her defying gravity moment. That is the changing point when she realizes how much power that she has. She realizes that she's the one who can make a change. And it is so much more impactful than the words being sung. It really just encapsulates Glinda and her turn of character, using a moment where we remember that has touched us and bringing it back in a different way. They really put the money and the effort and love into making each and every single one of these costumes. But the Munchkin outfits in No One Mourns the Wicked, you can tell that these outfits have been crocheted, handmade. It's an insane amount of work they put into, even for the side characters and the characters we don't see. And with that, I think Bach and Fiyero. Of course, we can all agree that Mr. SpongeBob did an amazing job as the Tin Man. The effects were amazing. He was able to portray that gut-wrenching scene as well. I was like, oh my god, girl, I don't want to get in front of him. But Slater did slay. Oh. And nobody in all of Oz has critiqued the makeup that I've seen. I think everyone can agree that they did an amazing job with his makeup as the Tin Man. In Fiyero's case, that was not really quite how the Scarecrow was received. Personally, I thought it was really sick. I thought they did a great job. It was a little jarring to see him the first time. You're like, oh, all right, that's what he looks like. Okay, I think they did an amazing job with the makeup, given the fact that they wanted to keep him looking like Johnny Bailey. I mean, they did it. It's a little scary, but they did it. Jonathan Bailey himself said that he was in makeup for 10 days and he was only in the movie for 10 seconds. So I don't really know what's going on with that, but I think it looks good. It does look a little CGI, which is people's main complaint with it, but he posted this close-up picture of himself and you can see that it's not. I'm not sure if it's painted on. I'm not sure if they like added a piece on his face like that, which it honestly probably is that. I found some more information about Fiyero makeup, and for all you Fiyero haters, here you go. And also, I was correct. You're welcome.
That's me, the guy in the mask. So we'd start with prosthetic ears, and then the mask would be folded on in pieces, and I wouldn't say it was necessarily itchy, just really hot. Look, I think it's important to mention that this was designed by the legendary Francis Hannon.
Now back to me. It took a lot of work and it took a lot of effort to make, and I do think people are a little harsh. It's not an easy task to be given to make this man look like a scarecrow, but also look like himself, but also look hot. So they slayed. Taking out the storytelling, taking out the plot, the fashion alone in this movie is enough to have me sat and watching it. It's honestly mind-boggling that they made so many very, very intricate outfits for not just the girls, but for everyone. And it's amazing how much artists can do when they come together for a cause and have a whole lot of money and a little bit of time. They can do a lot and they can eat it down. It's just, there's so much you can nitpick and there's so much you can love about these outfits, and that's just the essence of Wicked. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I had a lot of fun filming it. I had a lot of fun scripting it, and I had a whole lot of fun watching Wicked and loving it, and it's just my thing. Everybody knows that I like Wicked. It's not like I make it very secret. I mention it all the fucking time. I don't really make videos dedicated to movies or franchises, but if you would like to see more of this, please let me know. Please let me know your comments, your opinions on For Good. I would love to hear them. If you're new here, subscribe, comment, give me a big thumbs up-iana, and I will see you all, hopefully sooner than last time. Bye!